What's going on, friends? Namaste. What's up? Stormie Calder here, your favorite psychic shaman, high performance coach. I'm going to talk a little bit about the YouTube membership that I just posted and the full-on like masterclass video that I just shot. And I'm really excited about it. You guys are equally going to be so excited about it. I'm just going to tell you a little behind the scenes about what went on. And if you are interested in that membership, you can go to my channel and select join, or go to the description link below and join the monthly membership. And you can cancel anytime. Check out the videos I have. I'm going to be uploading at least one video a week on these masterclasses that I'm going to tell you about. That is just so exciting that I have to talk about this. Okay. So my guides, my spirit guides, my guardians asked me to do a YouTube membership specifically for you guys around the quantum, around how to navigate the quantum, around how to understand the quantum. And they told me not to pre-plan anything, because the thing about the quantum is it's a spontaneous expression. It's an expression of, I'll call it intuition, but it's actually just a very alive energy. And it's like how you interpret and understand that alive energy. It's so flippin' magical. So I create the membership, I shoot the video, which is now up. So if you join, you will get access to the first masterclass, which is surfing and navigating the quantum potential. And what that means, I step into the quantum with you guys in that video and describe everything that's happening and how I move through quantum reality and surf through potential and how that could be valuable for you. For people in general. This is timeline jumping, timeline hopping. I also want to mention, because I know you guys are watching, those of you that are in the source code, enrolled in the source code, you will get access to this automatically. I just have to figure out how to get you access. Whether I give you the gift into YouTube, I have to figure that out, or I will upload these videos into source code, just so you know you're getting access to these as well. So for everyone else, also I know there's going to be a gender question here because the source code is feminine specific. The membership on YouTube is both, it's both genders. Okay, so men, women, come join. It's very neutral. I had that energy when I went into the quantum and the way that this program is going to unravel. And I want you guys to think of the way that I build all of my teaching. I'm all over the place right now. The way that I teach is I teach through containers. So each program, each thing I do is a different container. And I notice people don't do that on YouTube because it's not very influencer style. It's just different. I teach, like I'm here to teach and impart skills. So the container of the YouTube memberships it's growing and developing as we speak, and it will grow and develop more. And I will understand more as the quantum potential expresses itself to me and tells me what it wants to do. But right now, this is looking like a quantum program, a program for you to understand how to work with the quantum and how to fine tune and develop your intuition. Regardless of where you are, you don't need to have any level of skill. When we work with the quantum, essentially some of what I did today is working with basic, I'll call it intuitive development skills. I don't love the word psychic. It is psychic, but it's not paranormal. And that's why I don't love the word psychic. It's more that like these skills can be taught, harnessed, and accessed by anyone. Everyone is psychic. Again, I don't love that. We'll use the word intuitive, but I'm also going to mold it with the word psychic. Everyone on the planet. And it's just about how in tune you are with your own abilities and whether or not you practice them, you harness them like anything. If you want to learn how to play the piano, like maybe you have some adeptness, maybe you have larger hands and can reach, maybe you're really, really ambidextrous, but like without practicing, you're not going to learn how to play the piano. So, I mean, very similar to intuitive development, everyone has some level of intuition, that they're already working with. They're just generally subconscious or it's unconscious, right? The skills. So what I'm helping you to do in the membership only YouTube videos is to develop that subtle intuition in ways that you will not hear anywhere else. You won't, because I'm teaching from quantum potential, which is very exciting. So they're leaning on my gifts to like see how they want to express with the guardians. And then I'm teaching intuitive or psychic development from that place. There are many aspects of intuitive or psychic development that we can work on. So a lot of you guys will know me from Akashic Records Immersion. That's one of my main signature programs where we learn intuition and psychic development in the Akashic Records, which is a specific skill to read and intuit the Akasha. The quantum, baby, is different. It's a different skill set. It's a similar skill set. It is an intuitive skill set, but it reacts and responds so differently. Like, it's so, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so attractive. Like, it's fun. The Akashic Records, I will call them the counterpart frequency. They can layer themselves on top of the quantum or in the quantum, but the Akashic Records are much more serious. They are much more structured. They are like very adult. Okay. The quantum is like a playpen. It's just like, you want to play with source today? Like, let's go have at it. Like, I'm gonna go have some fun. So a lot of this video that I just posted, like, is referred to as like a trip. It's a journey, and you take the journey with me, and I describe how I'm journeying in real time through the quantum. Quantum work is journeying work. I wouldn't typically refer to it as shamanic work because it's the quantum. It's not like earthly journeying. It is a meditative journey experience, but it's a little bit more similar to almost like well, I guess maybe it kind of would be shamanic, like a plant medicine trip. It's like a psychological playpen, not in a way that would harm you in any way. But a way where you can learn how to expand your mind and expand yourself and expand what you see and expand your perception and expand your tools of focus and observation through crafting and working with your intuitive abilities. And again, I'm going to press this. This isn't the case with everything that I teach, but, well, I don't know. I'm great at teaching beginners too. But the quantum, like, you do not need previous intuitive skills. I mean, the same with the Akashic Records when I teach the Akashic Records, but obviously, like, the more skills you have, the more I get to do, the more I can teach. But when we're working with the quantum, like, I'm teaching in a way that I haven't before. It's new for me, which means quantum work is not new, but teaching it openly is, and I'm teaching it in the moment, doing masterclasses that are not previously practiced. And what's beautiful about that is you're getting what I would teach at a beginner level because I have to explain everything brand new because I'm stepping into the territory brand new. So it's an expert walking into a beginner's playpen, which means I'm good at explaining what's going on so that you can learn intuitive development in a way that is new for me to teach, which is just so fun. I don't know if I've ever taught quantum. I just do it. I do it all the time. It's like all I do. It's not all I do, but my identity work, my identity shifting, hopping timelines, anchoring timelines, understanding time is quantum work. And quantum work is the most complicated intuitive work, but it appears very easy. It's complicated because if you don't understand like the symbolism or the energies or how the quantum expresses itself, then you would just be like, what is this? Ugh. And you would just leave, which is like ridiculous because it's the most fun, playful thing ever. It's like going on a really good trip. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Recreationally sober. Like, it's fun. You can also do a lot of problem solving in the quantum. It's like an explorative, mental, psychic playpen. And again, psychic not as in paranormal. Psychic as in working with your third eye, your ability to intuit, your ability to understand yourself and the field, the unified field that surrounds all things. That's the quantum. I explain that, and then I explain kind of how the quantum sprouts out of that. Stable, stable unified field realities, and then movable unified field realities, and how they move, and how the guardians work, and how the permission levels work, and what you need to expect, and how you need to respect. how to respect the guardians, what to know to expect, what to do when you get there, what to do in the amusement park of the quantum. So okay, let me tell you a little bit about what we covered in this last video so you guys just have an understanding. It's about surfing and navigating the quantum potential and what that means. So I talk about it in terms of accessing your highest timelines, changing your timelines, doing time jumping, quantum leaping, understanding what that means completely. Like I describe it in depth. It's like an hour-long stream. All right. It's a masterclass on understanding time from energy, how it's managed, how we collapse time, how we expand time, and what that means for your energy. Understanding that as far as identity shifting goes, quantum identity understanding, and how to embrace those patterns of belief and identity shifts within you. Because when you shift timelines, they only anchor in reality if you claim that identity expression for the higher timelines. We can always slip into lower timelines based on our previous identity expressions that are habits and behaviors that we may or may not like based on the results that we perceive in quantum time space. Like, do I even like what I'm creating? If you don't, then you got to make a lot of shifts, and you have to really, you don't have to understand quantum time, but it makes it a real fun, trippy experience. And those of you that are here will want to probably learn it in that way. So the YouTube membership videos are the container where I'm going to be teaching about quantum time space, navigating or surfing the quantum. I do it daily. I call it quantum surfing because I perceive it like surfing, literally. So I'm going to go into that in a lot of depth in these future videos. What else did I want to say? I'm going to make this a long series, an ongoing monthly series where I open up and expand and talk about the quantum and teach about intuitive development and intuitive skills from the space of the quantum, because that is where we can practice. It's where we can develop. It is very safe in the way that I am teaching it. The quantum, of course, is not always safe, but you're not even going to touch that because you're under my tutelage. And my spirit guardians like have other guardians that set all these grids into place so that you're always safe. Those of you that have worked with me with any level of intuitive development know, like, I will speak until I'm off the planet, like around safety. Intuitive development has to be safe. If it's not safe, it's no longer intuitive. Now it's a fight or flight response. Now it's a trauma response. It has to feel safe. Intuition is a spontaneous creative expression. It cannot be spontaneously creatively expressed if it doesn't feel safe, if you don't feel safe. So when you guys hear about like psychic activity and paranormal activity and ghosts and stuff, like, depending on people's characters, where they are, their own personal development, maybe it could be safe. I'm not into it. I don't think it's safe for most people because most people can pick up a lot of karmic attachments and demonic entity types while doing things like that. You have to be very adept. Not that I'm not, I just don't play there. I don't play there. There's nothing about dark psychic work, and there are good people doing this work too, but there's nothing about that just like feels appealing to me. People are like, oh, you could cleanse this haunted house. I'm like, get me out of here. It's haunted. I am running the opposite direction. Listen, if it's haunted, my guardians can handle that shit. I'm not going to do that. You want me to do that personally? Absolutely not. That's scary as hell. No. No. And that's one of the struggles I had growing up too, is because I never, I actually turned off my psychic intuition when I was young because I like saw a ghost before I was 10, maybe. And I used to feel energies around me and hear ET guides and stuff, separate from like my good guardian work and my shamanic work. Like the trees would always talk to me and stuff. And I always loved that. I always had lots of entertainment around me. I could always like see beings like that were light and fun. They used to play with me, like that was fun. But whenever we got into the paranormal stuff, I was just like, absolutely not, get me out of here. Like, there's nothing that feels safe about ghost work. For me. For me, there are other psychics that do this work, and they're beautiful, and a lot of them are very wonderful humans that I know, and it's just not for me, and I don't recommend it in general, because I just don't think it's that safe. I think it requires a lot of... There's just so much shadow. It's all shadow work. It's all shadow work. It's dark work. It's not where I play. I play in pure positive potential. I play in creativity. So... yeah, I don't know. We'll just start there. So, the container itself and how I'm teaching is very, very safe. So I'm going to go back to the reason why I shut my gifts off when I was a kid, and I did, because I didn't understand. I knew it wasn't safe. It didn't feel safe. And I was like, I know I'm psychic. I've been told I'm psychic. I know that it runs through the bloodline. I know this exists, but like this shit scares the hell out of me. So I just I prayed to spirit. I was like, please don't ever show this to me. I was like, please don't ever bring these spirits to me or what have you. I had other spirits that I didn't know yet, but I was just like, no ghosts. Like, I don't know. I'll just turn it all off. And I did that until probably my mid-20s. And I was like, I am psychic. And I wish I was better than I am at these skills. And I was struggling with it because psychic skills are usually, when you have them as a kid, they're given, it's a spontaneous expression from either your bloodline or epigenetics, or it comes to you as a trauma response, as a survival mechanism. Most people, a lot of people, like a significant amount of people that have spiritual gifts or psychic gifts as children, have them because it's an evolutionary trait of the human consciousness that is produced under pressure. Not that many people know that. I know, and the more psychic people I hear, I'm like, you went through it. You went through it as a kid, because those skills don't just come out of nowhere. Some people are given them ahead of time. I came in with some gifts turned on because I needed them. And some people are given them in a lighter way, but it's much more rare in comparison to it being it's an actual evolutionary expression of human consciousness, that humans develop high levels of psychic awareness when they are under severe psychological pressure as children in their environments. And then they develop extrasensory abilities in order to navigate what is not provided for in safety psychologically or physically or emotionally. And I don't think that's spoken about near enough either, by the way, anywhere. It's not just like a parlor trick. People think about psychic shit as parlor tricks. And I've had people, look, my hair is so funky right now. I did not do anything to it. I'm trying to make it okay. I've had people approach me in the past. They're like, birthday parties and stuff. They're like, oh my God, tell me the color of the scarf in this box. And I'm like, I'm not a party trick for you. Like, get out of here. Like, these skills were developed to save my life. Like, I'm not gonna fucking tell you the color of the scarf in your box. Like, get over yourself. Book one of those gypsy psychics on the side of the road. Like, I'm not doing that. No offense. If anyone's a gypsy, like, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. But for those of you that know, I mean, I am highly psychic, but like I don't know if other people think this way, but when I see those psychic signs on the side of the road and stuff, and like in prominent areas in LA and in New York, I am so skeptical. I'm like, it's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, because when you know the things that I know, I'm just like, what are you people doing over there? Are you like stealing people's souls? You can't actually tell their future. Nobody can tell your future. People think that psychic readings are like, oh my God, they're going to tell me my future. They can only read the potential based on what you are currently expressing now. And then there's skill levels with that. Are they good at it? Are they good at reflecting? We won't go into the other stuff. I had this idea. I'm just going to express it because it's fun and I'm feeling creatively expressive right now. But I had this idea where I was like, I think I should create a TV show where I go to these shops and call it Undercover Psychic and just pretend like I'm some basic I would have to mask so hard because when you're working with psychics, they can read through stuff. So I would have to like really mask my energy. I'd come in and be like, oh my God, read my hand. Tell me what's going to happen in my future. And then they would read my palms and be like, you're going to die next year. And I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I've probably got a lot of that shit all over me. Like, I have to deal with a lot of death magic. Sorry. And then I'd be like, oh, do you say that to everyone? Tell me more. What other crazy catastrophes could possibly happen? I know nothing about psychic activity. Like an undercover cop, like undercover psychic. Busted! I feel like my spirit guardian said this. By the way, stop swindling humans. Can you tell how I feel about it? There's like, you know, people throw everyone with intuitive development activity into like the psychic category, but there are so many skill sets, so many different developmental aspects. Like, I mean, like there are with different specializations, different belief patterns, different lineages, different karma, different abilities, like, and like, what are you reading? Like, I don't read paranormal activity. I don't. If it's on some, I don't get that stuff. I don't get those downloads. I refuse them. I refuse to do that work. And spirit loves me. So I don't have to do that work. Because I don't want to. I read potential. I read quantum energy. I read expression. Anyway, this is my playful self coming to tell you in this long video, if you're still here for this, that the monthly membership on YouTube, we're going to be diving into intuitive development. Not the things that I just spoke about. I think that's why I was talking about them, is I want the separation. I don't want you to think you're going to come out like talking to ghosts when you're with me. I don't think you guys do, but I just want to be really clear. Intuitive development, understanding how to work with your third eye in ways that will feel simple and playful and fun and easy and expansive, and working with the quantum. And I can do most of the intuitive development teaching and work from the quantum because I have containers. My guides have containers that they build for us in doing this work. So it's effectively masterclass teaching content and material. If you want to learn intuitive development, which you all have access to, and then it just depends on how much you actually want to practice it and work it. Like, do you want to learn to be highly intuitive or not? And I'll explain the benefits of that in a moment, because people just think it's for parlor tricks. How ridiculous. That's basic. That is basic B stuff. That is basic cash. That is basic intuition. I'm not saying it doesn't require skill. It does. But like, you can open up the quantum and completely change your life. Who cares what color scarf is in the box at a birthday party? Like, just who cares? They asked me, this happened at a birthday party one time with a group of like 15 women. And they were like, oh my God, Stormie, tell us what's in the box. You're psychic. Tell us what color the thing is in the box. And I just looked at them and I was like, I don't do parlor tricks. I change lives. I help people become their highest potential. I help see that potential and bring it out of them, and then help them anchor it through positive expectation, belief, and understanding their intuitive abilities, because to access your highest potential requires intuitive development. It's a requirement. Otherwise, you're falling into other people's potential, other people's timelines, fate lines, karma, baggage. You have to be able to read your own potential, read your own expression, and read the expression of either the field, the Akasha, or other humans in order to transform yourself into who you want to become. And if you're wondering about that, I mean, if you want a lifestyle change, you want a money change, you want a career change, you want something big, bright, bold, you want your best fucking life, you are creating your vision boards. Like, I mean, besides you chanting mantras and staring at photos every day, like, I mean, that's nice and it can manifest, but it's very passive. You could actually activate your intuitive ability to explore yourself, explore your mind, and find your ability to create it faster, so it's not just some random magical experience on a Tuesday in 6 years that you finally get the house that you've been staring at on your vision board for 6 years. Like, you actually can work to manifest that in a way where you are embodying and wearing energy, anchoring energy, understanding energy, working with the quantum, working with your intuitive abilities to see and perceive and expand thought, understand thought, which is less about reading other people and more about reading yourself and your own output. Because whatever you're manifesting is coming from your mouth, your mind, your eyes, your belief patterns, and your history. So if I'm going to be honest, I'm not ever really reading energy to understand other people. I'm very self-focused. Like, I really actually just don't care. Like, a lot. I really don't care. I use my abilities the majority of the time to read what I am doing, what I am producing, why certain things mirror in a certain way to me, why I receive a lot of experiences that I do, what karmas are lingering, how to change myself, how to change my perception, how to expand my thoughts, how to expand how I think, how to try on different forms of thinking and thought consciousness to see if there's a better way to think and be and perceive than I'm currently thinking and perceiving and being. And understanding how the universe works. It is my obsession. I read across the realms. There are 9 realms. I read across the 9 realms because I'm curious. I'm not reading humans. I'm like, I don't care what she's doing next door. Like, I don't care. I'm like, tell me what's going on in the fairy kingdom. How does it work? What's the structure? Do they have a king and queen? Like, can I talk to them? I'm like, how's ascension work multidimensionally? And then I'm like, oh my God, okay, so Sirius, I've done a lot of work on Sirius A, which is like another star system. I'm like, okay, so like, what do they think about mystery school? Because mystery schools originated in Sirius. That's where all the wizard schools are. And I'm like, okay, so what happened to the wizard schools on Earth? I don't even know. I don't know what happened to them. The Merlin schools and stuff from Avalon. That's a question I could probably channel on. Maybe I will do that in the membership. So the way that I read energy is, honestly, I'm just reading. I'm like etherically pulling out textbooks going, tell me what's going on here. That's some of it. I wish I could do that more. Actually, a lot of it is just me getting myself out of trouble. It's me getting myself out of karmic traps, me getting myself out of black magic and understanding why it's existing, why it hits me, what the deal is, why it comes into my sphere. And black magic is just any level of dark psychology or actually people doing ridiculous rituals. I say that lightly, ridiculous. Evil. They're evil. I'm going to laugh it off because I have that much, like, I don't care, just get out of my face mentality about it. And to offset all that work to avoid dark shit that I have to do, I would call it like dark work for myself to clean everything up around me, my own energy and what comes to me and why. I have had to do a lot of explorative work on past lives, parallel lives, understanding the quantum. Like, how many versions of me now are here now on this planet now in this identity or in a very similar identity that might be attracting these experiences to me as well? And how can I go through and synchronize those versions of myself to be more in alignment with a calm reality, a calm, peaceful state of being? What else do I do? I teach this stuff. So I read to teach, I channel to teach. That's also why I'm given a lot of access through the 9 realms as well. A lot of that access won't be given unless it's necessary. And because I teach, I get more access. And my guardians are always specific with me too. They're like, if you weren't teaching, you would not have access to this. And I'm like, well, consider me forever life student and teacher. Like, give it to me. I want to know and I'll share it, throughout all my programs and everything. Those are the soul contracts. It's like, you don't just get wisdom, please. You have to have lived in wisdom as a human in exchange for lived in wisdom, which is the teaching component for me and many other things, but a lot of it's teaching. In exchange for the lived-in wisdom, I get to receive divine wisdom, which is fun. All of it's fun. The lived-in wisdom is fun too, you guys, like human experiences and describing that and being able to read the experiences and why they happen in a certain way, how the subconscious works, why we attract what we do, how to move through it, how to elevate and evolve yourself. It's all about personal evolution. I read personal evolution for myself and others that want me to read it and help them. And then as far as group setting goes, this membership is so rad because I'm going to be teaching about intuitive development, quantum, I love calling it quantum mastery, but it's quantum magic. Working with the field, the unified field, working with pure source consciousness, co-creating with pure source consciousness through intuitive development. There are literally new guardians stepping out of the quantum and they're poking their heads. As one of them I've met, these other ones I haven't, that are ready for the quantum work for you guys. Like these are guardians coming in just for the group of humans that are going to be popping into this program. How exciting. Hold on one second. I'm gonna make sure that video posted too, but it's up there. It's called Surfing the Quantum Field. Okay, so right now my intention is I'll be doing weekly videos on quantum surfing, quantum navigation, intuitive development. I will probably also add in some channels here and there. So those of you that caught the Atlantis channel yesterday, that is something, things like that will likely go into this membership. Right now, I'm going to set the bar at one weekly masterclass, okay, around an hour long as a live stream that I'll be posting with you guys, that you can join in on with me live. And if I want to post more, I will, but I'm going to pace it at that pace because it is teaching content for me. And I'm saying that because a lot of other creators, I noticed just kind of like the members content is just kind of similar to what they normally post. It's not that mine's dissimilar, it's that they're masterclasses. So I want you to know that it's got a specific container with a specific intention. And that's the sort of content that you can find there. It's not just like an extension of what I'm already posting on YouTube. Like it is its own thing. Okay? Okay. I teach many different containers in many different places, and they do have to be contained. Like I don't mix things. So for example, my program, the source code is for women, and that is a specific elemental ascension program. It's a shamanic program. So anything shamanic is not going into the YouTube membership. It's going into source code. Source code students are getting access to the YouTube membership in one way or another. I still got to figure it out, but you will get access to those videos. Because they're containers of energy. So the quantum stuff I'm keeping by itself because that's one sort of audience and one sort of energetic container that I can manage. And I manage the containers. I'm very, very good at it. And then the source code is the container of, there is quantum work in the source code, but it's specific to elemental work. It's specific to feminine ascension. So there might be things I post in the YouTube membership that are more neutral or just not feminine specific, or the specific methodology that's being channeled into the source code program. I think the men will enjoy it over there. That's what my guides were like, offer something that guys can jump in on as well, where they would enjoy the mental stimulation. What I will say overall for men, Akashic Records immersion is really great. There's just different ways that men versus women, how they ascend, how they think, their emotional profile, their psychological, like how they think psychologically is different. So there are different needs. So men typically like very mentally stimulated psychic development work, which is Akashic Records is amazing for. And I think the quantum, you guys will really enjoy. What women are going to enjoy, women will also enjoy Akashic Records immersion and the Quantum Mastery membership, but it's from a different place because I know how to reach both genders in their core expressions and their core needs. So in Akashic Records, for women, that's about having that safe, sacred space and container for self-healing. for healing their intuitive and psychic abilities within that container from past lives, healing generational curses, pulling them out of the bloodlines, understanding your psychic intuition with guardians that will walk you step by step. It's really important for women. Having the step-by-step approach, the guardianship, because there's a level of safety for women to unlock what they're already given naturally, but that is suppressed by society. Men kind of go like off the rails, not in a bad way. It's just like it's almost that's not in a bad way at all. How do I explain that? Hold on. Psychically, it comes a little more naturally for a male mind to work in a mentally stimulated way. They kind of run off where feminine intuition is different. It works from the womb space as opposed to the mind. So it needs to be treated a little bit differently. And I serve both audiences in both ways. They come with different expressions and how it works. As far as what women are going to love about the quantum work is the way that quantum expresses is in a feminine way, which is fun. It's fun. It's explorative. It's expressive. It's spontaneous. And then the container itself and understanding how it works is very masculine by nature. Like men are going to be like, I'm eating this up. Like, this is really interesting. It's very knowledge-based. I am channeling, but the way the quantum works, like this is knowledge. And I don't know that you're going to be able to crack open a textbook to find it, which is why I keep trying to speak and talk, because I understand things. And if I don't understand things, the second the energy interacts with my energy, I have the intuitive and mental and psychological processing ability to interpret energy on demand immediately when it's in front of me. I'm very good at explaining energy. So it's not just my ability to intuit, it's also my ability to speak what the energy is doing and explain it in ways that humans can understand, which is an entirely different skill set than psychic intuition. Like it's another level. It's another layer of a meta skill. Where did that come from? I used to tell this to my clients back in the day. They'd be like, you're so good at explaining things. It allows me to relax. And I would be like, yeah, I had a lot of anxiety. And like literally be like, well, why did this happen? And why did this happen? And why did this happen? And why can't I get this? And what's going on here? Like when I was younger. So that's where that's where my translation abilities come from, and my channeling is I ask why so many times that I'm just like, well, why does that work? Well, how does that work? Because I didn't have basic trust skills. Some people can just get behind blind trust. That is not something I've been able to do through my life, even with spirits. So I'm like, well, if I want to trust you, but you need to explain it to me, because my human framework, my human mind needs to understand it in order for me to relax into it. Which, I'm going to be honest, is a very useful skill, because a lot of humans need that. A lot of humans need that. Especially humans that struggle with trust. It's like once you can explain it and they're like, oh, I get it. Okay, cool. I could trust that, because they can understand it, you know? Anyway, that's my way of teaching. I'm just giving you guys some fun facts. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm sorry for anyone in here. I put on some of the filters on the comments, and I think there was something I forgot to do. But whatever. Okay, sweet. Let me think about if there's anything else I want to say around this. I think you guys are going to love the membership. I mean, what's fun about a monthly thing on YouTube is that you can enroll, you can watch the videos that I'm going to be posting weekly, you can watch the back videos as they collect up. You can cancel anytime. It's YouTube. It's just a month-to-month thing, so it's part of your YouTube memberships. I have 2 tiers right now. In comparison to how I typically price programs, I do feel like this is generous of me, but I wanted to make it accessible for YouTube things. So I have 2 tiers. They both are offering the same perks right now, which is essentially the videos and the live streams. And I gave 2 tiers just because like essentially it's a pay where you are, you know. If you love me, you can pay me more. I appreciate it. I celebrate money, and I will celebrate you for giving it to me. Because this is how I pay my bills, my friends. Like, this is what I do. I do love it. I do love it. I was going to say, and I would do it for free. I just do it. It's just me. It's just me. But this is my work. And you're watching me work. So anyway, that's just a reminder, like, if you like me and you have extra cash, like, I'm here for it in a way that is supportive for you. So anyway, there are 2 tiers. Just pay where you are. And what else do I want to say there? The live stream chats that are in those streams are for members only. So you guys can feel safe, like, saying what you need to say. Because I know sometimes these chats are unhinged on these live streams now. Where do all this happens in my streams all the time, the Bible Belt people, like, where are you coming from? Like, what's going on here? It's so funny. If you're gonna try to offend me, just find somebody else. Like, I'm sorry. I'm rubber, you're glue. I have major deflections energy. Like, I have very protected energy. Careful what you say. Because that shit's gonna bounce back and hit you. Maybe in the ways you don't want it to. Not because of me, but because of whatever you're sending to me. Like, we'll come with just as much fervor right back to you. Okay. I'm just going to tune in briefly and see if there's anything else I want to share with you guys. No, I think that's it. This is going to be a really beautiful quantum and intuition development program that's essentially just dripped out through videos on whatever topic I'm going to cover for that week, as hour-long masterclasses. And if you guys have questions and stuff, I can probably leave room at the end of the stream to answer them based on your comments and how you respond. So I'm excited to offer it to you. I know you guys are going to be thrilled with it. I know you will. I know you will. So if you're into this, check it out. Sign up. I'll be doing the videos weekly at the end of the week each week. I don't know what day yet. So today I did it on a Wednesday. I don't know. I'll do it end of next week. I'll do my best to plan the videos ahead to get the lives up for you guys so that you can interact with me if you'd like to. Look at all these people with opinions. Where do all your opinions come from? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I know what it is. A super chat at a gift? I don't know if I know entirely what all these YouTube-y things are. Toe's just like, LOL. Oh, it's a donation? Yeah, they're like gifts, right? I don't know how it works. You're welcome to send me one. I'll shout you out. Why are we here? I don't know, bro. That's your... Why are you here? Oh, thank you, my friend. Is that next level soul? I've had a number of people tell me to talk to him. Alex Ferrari. It's next level soul, right? Gosh, I can't remember. I love talking on podcasts, though. Like, I'm totally here for it. Hi, Madeline. Wait, see me where? Oh, on Alex Ferrari's podcast? Oh my gosh, you guys. Would you all email him? How funny would that be? Oh my gosh, if there's an episode you'd like for me to check it out, let me know which one. Yes, next level soul. Okay, sweet. All right, Alex Ferrari, we're coming for you. Maybe he's in here. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you for the prayers. Beautiful. Oh, that's going to be another one. Thank you so much for that comment. I'm learning so fast on the comments for moderating. I saw some comments here about the Akashic records. For those of you that want to start doing Akashic records work or learn from me, check out, I have a free 11-part video training to start exploring the Akashic records and understanding them. That's linked down below in the description. These are so funny. What? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, Madeline and Dylan, thank you, my sweethearts. I've had a number of people tell me about Alex. I haven't listened to his podcast. So I don't know. You gotta find me an episode. Find me an episode. What's a good one? I don't know. And I'll listen to it. But that's amazing. Dylan, thank you so much. I would love to be on there if you guys would love me on there. Like, I'm happy to chat. Some of these questions, I don't know what that is, you guys. Like, I don't know. Like, is that a term? What's the Gen after Gen Z? Or is that a Gen Z term? I don't know what that means. Like, amazing. I'll look out for the email. Oh, congratulations on being a Papa Bear. Oh gosh, they're so funny. Just keep giving me the words to auto moderate. That's what I'm doing here. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you why I'm in such a good mood right now. Because I just went into the quantum and taught about it. Madeline, you're going to see this video shortly. I'll get you the info, the link. Oh my gosh. Working in the quantum is so refreshing. It's so playful. It's just so playful. It's so activating. It's so relaxing. Anyway, I don't know that I can surf these comments anymore. Oh yeah, back to the field. Back to the quantum field, folks. Chop, chop. Pick it up. Pack your bags. Don't pack your bags. When you go into the quantum field, listen, you got to get rid of all the baggage you got because they don't have time for it. You can't bring luggage into the quantum field. I don't know what this is. Just I'm just gonna go off like in some direction. Do I know where? No. Happy birthday, you guys. I don't know what to do. I just kind of want to hang out, but I know it's like totally not great for the people that come back and rewatch this. All right, Spirit, what you got? What do we need to know? Anything? Based on the podcast stuff, actually, being that came up, if there are podcasts that you guys really, really enjoy, that you think that you enjoy, I'm not like a heavy podcast connoisseur, so I don't know, but if there are things that you guys love, podcasts that you guys love, that feels like you would like to hear me with them specifically, like whatever information I would provide based on their co-thought leadership or interviewing skills, definitely flag me down and let me know. And maybe I will do some more podcast appearances. I'm sleepy. I'm just gonna go get these videos queued up for source code and figure out this quantum video, getting it out to source code, and I'm gonna be checking my email. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Those of you that are interested in the intuitive development, psychic development, quantum field understanding, navigating the quantum, surfing the quantum as a skill, and building up your identity in that way, understanding, hopping timelines, jumping timelines, then go sign up for my YouTube memberships. Again, I don't know if you can do it here, although you can go to the description and then click that link. But if you go to my YouTube channel and either select the tab memberships or the tab join, and the billing and everything all goes through YouTube, like your other memberships or like YouTube Premium. And then you get access to the videos. Again, I'm going to be uploading them weekly. You'll see, like, when you scroll through my feed, which videos have the membership access and which ones are available publicly. You guys know when you say mean things, I just block you. I'm not gonna let you say mean things to me twice. Get out. Trolls. More trolls. Thank you. I am splendid. Wonderful. All right, you guys, that's all I got. I've enjoyed this. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. For those of you that see this video in the future, probably you've clicked off at this point because I was just sitting monitoring clients. Beautiful Freudian slip. Monitoring comments. Yeah, you guys what are these things? Do I look like I'm 5 years old? Like that, like, like, all right, wrap it up. I'll see you guys at the comedy shows. Alrighty, see you soon. Enjoy, go sign up for my YouTube membership because you're gonna fucking love it. You're gonna love it, okay? You're gonna love it. You're gonna be real happy with it. You're gonna rewatch them. You're gonna learn so many things. You'll be like, I didn't know I can learn so much on YouTube. Listen, I got you. You can watch it like television and completely work on your self-improvement in an easy way at the same time. It'll just feel like entertainment. I will just make things more entertaining. I promise. Alrighty, peace. Love you guys. Bye.